All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call I'm La, Eloheinu, wa Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Harakakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Reuben, Teachwell, and hearty shalom to the elect. All right, and I want to say to Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, for allowing me to do this lesson. All right, going to be talking about that MOTB, okay, the mark of the beast, and we know it's coming. All right. Let me share this. Where's it at? There was one news article where it says right here, it's this one. It says, breaking news, U.S. Treasury unveils plan to end production of penny coin. All right. This is one way that you can see that they're phasing away money. Okay. On top of that, you can see that they're phasing away money by stores and businesses going to contactless payments, or they're no longer accepting cash. Okay. With stores and businesses no longer accepting cash, all right, that's going to be the end of the fiat currency, and then the new currency is going to be in a digital form. Okay. And that digital form, okay, is going to come within the confines of the MOTB. All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 3. And is it 33? Yeah, it's Ezekiel 33. This is Ezekiel 33 and 1. It says, again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if he see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. And that's what we do. Starting off with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, we warn the people. Okay. It says, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. And that's the whole point. All right, we want you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians to take heed to what it is that we're saying when we out there on the highways and byways, but the elect are going to be the only ones to do that, okay? All right, so let me go here to Revelations chapter 13. All right, this is Revelations 13 and 16. It says, and he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so in the hand or in the forehead. All right, here you go. You got Apple's brain interface. Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped the gun. All right, so you got, I looked up brain computer interface. Okay, all right. So it says a brain-computer interface is a system that translates brain signals into commands for external devices, bypassing the need for muscle movement. BCIs can help people with neuromuscular disorder regain and replace lost function. All right, these things will be seen as miracles, but they're also a form of deception. Okay. This brain-computer interface, these implantable devices that go on your arm, okay, to unlock doors, open up cars, pay for your items in the store. All these things are deceptive, okay? All right, they may seem like a miracle, but they're deceptive at the same time, because according to the scriptures, for those individuals that take this MOTB in any shape, form, or fashion, or anywhere on their body, it says here, and the third angel followed them with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So with that being said, if you partake in the deception, that may seem like a miracle, then you are deceiving, and you've been deceiving. You're deceiving yourself, man. Okay. This brain computer interface. Okay. Elon Musk had it with his Neuralink company, but listening to the Apostle Tahar's video, he said Neuralink got the item from a different company. Okay. I can't remember who, but it says here how it works. Brain computer BCIs record brain signals, analyze them, and convert them into commands for output devices like computers or robotic limbs. This creates an alternative pathway to neuromuscular transmission. BCIs can help people with conditions like stroke, spinal cord injury, cerebral palsy, and amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. They can control wheelchairs, prosthetic arms, and other assistive technologies. See, it's all tied into technology, okay? And you're being warned to not take these things, okay? All right. It says research. BCIs are also valuable scientific tools for the study of the nervous system. Researchers can use them to record and inject information at different stages of the nervous system to investigate brain functions. History. Research on BCIs began in 1970 at UCLA, and the term brain-computer interface was first used in scientific literature in 1973. Okay, so it says, this question says, how close are we to brain-computer interface? It says devices that allow computers to interfere with human brains are already here. Close to 200,000 people have cochlear implants in the United States alone. That's a lot of people. A wide range of additional brain-computer interface technologies are in development. Okay. Apple brain chip, okay? So it says here, Apple is developing brain-computer interface technology in partnership with Synchron to allow users to control Apple devices with their thoughts. Okay, and this is crazy, man. All right, this is crazy. All right. And people will go to extreme lengths to do this, to be the first person on the block to have it, to be cool, to be hip in the times. All right, this ain't the way to go. All right, we just read about what's going to happen to people via the Lord's return when He comes to individuals that take this device. Okay, it says here this involves using brain implants, specifically the stent strode, which reads brain signals and translates them into on-screen navigation and icon selection. Apple's goal is to make his devices more accessible to individuals with severe motor impairments. Then it goes into the history behind it. All right, this is just stay away from it. Apple is a decent company for the most part because they got a cool phone and other cool technological things like their iMac or whatever. People could use that as a catalyst. Oh, well, they got this cool stuff and maybe this will be cool, and let me put this in, and see how it works. Well, that's not a benefit to you, okay? Especially to you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians, okay? Because this thing is going to get you killed by the Lord. All right, this is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, he's not. All right. For we are not ignorant of his devices. So let's look at this word devices and the word ignorant. Let's see this word advantage. All right, the Greek word for advantage is
Strong's G 4122. Pleonekteo.
pleonekteo. Okay. All right, definition 2, it says to gain or take advantage of another. And how would Esau do that? By look at this. It says uses BCIs can help people with conditions like stroke, spinal cord injury, cerebral palsy, and amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. All right, they can control wheelchairs, prosthetic arms, and other assistive technologies. See, this can be used as this paragraph here, and what they're saying that the BCI can be used for can have Satan get that advantage over you. Okay, all right. Oh, look, it's a miracle. This thing is happening and it's working because he got that BCI. Okay, from Apple or from Synchron or from whomever. All right. And they got it put in him, and now he's able to walk, run, jump, skip, holler, pull a wheelchair, whatever, right? That's one way that they could to gain or take advantage of you, all right? Satan could do that, all right? And what I mean by that is Esau, Edom could do that, okay? All right, let's look at this word ignorant. Let's look at this word ignorant. It says ignorant.
Strong's G50, agnaeo. Agnaeo.
Agnaeo, it says to be ignorant, not to know, not to understand, unknown. All right, and we are through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem outside making it known to you, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians, what is what. Okay, and we are telling you through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem outside that this is the MOTB in one form. Okay, in one form, this is the MOTB. All right, and it's imperative that you stay away from it. Okay. Stay away from it. It doesn't matter who's producing it, all right? It doesn't matter if it's coming from Apple, Samsung, Sony, whatever technological advanced company is out there, okay? It's not worth having, okay? In any way, form, or fashion, okay? Let's go to that word, devices, okay?
Strong's G3540, Naima. Naima.
Naima, okay? And it says here, an evil purpose, definition 2. An evil purpose. This thing has an evil purpose behind it because all it's going to do for you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians is separate you from your power. Okay, and we read what happened to those individuals that took it. They're going to die. They're going to die a horrible death in the presence of the holy angels and in the Lamb. Okay, they're going to be drinking of the wrath of the Lord, man, drinking out of that cup. So it's best for you to stay away from this when it's pushed out there. Okay, when it's pushed out there, stay away from this. It's not worth having. Lord will